Good day. Golden day. I wanted to do a little bit on global climate change. Now, me personally, I know global climate change is a thing. Why? Because we can see it in the paleontological record and the archaeological record. Any idiot who wants to argue with me on this one can actually do one. You know, during one of the reasons that life forms looked like they did during the late Permian was because of the rise in temp. Desertification across the continent of Pangea. But no. Global climate change isn't a thing. Why? Oh, because God wouldn't let this sort of thing happen. Fuck off! Oh, and if it is real, it's not our fault. The evidence is there to see. Now, it is true that the Earth was beginning to warm up again by itself because it has its own natural cycle. However, we sped up the fucking process. Again, there is evidence for it. The last time pagans had hegemony in this country, it was cooler, much cooler. Now, Bangladesh is going under the waves. You know, global climate change is caused by many different factors, and to say that global warming isn't a thing when global temperatures have risen by 5 degrees in what, 50 years? Something stupid like that. Ridiculous. The evidence is there to prove it. No. There's always someone there to turn around and say, oh no, but this. Oh no, but that. With no actual evidence to back that up. Now, whilst I can't bring it out, I can't show the evidence on here, it's quite easy to go and find it your fucking self. I mean, if you're only going to go around looking in, listening to echo chambers, I'm not fucking surprised if you're going to end up fully believing in that global one, that either there is no global climate change at all, or if it is, it's not a problem. And two, the willful ignorance in believing liars about this. Or what do the experts know? A fair bit more than you. A fair bit more than me. And any so-called expert that decides to say there is no such thing as global climate change, more often than not, they've been proven to take money off of people in the political right or cultural right because they don't want to hear about it, or they get paid off by oil barons, gas barons. It's ridiculous. In Earth's history, we've been, It's been a giant snowball, an ice ball, snowball Earth. Twice, I think. It was roasted more than once. We've become almost an ocean world. Take your pick. Our planet's been through many different forms. We're a rocky, barren, fucking hellscape. You know, this planet's had many different forms. This is just its latest, and we're about to change again. The life forms will have to adapt, or there will have to be new life forms. If you're going to try and tell me there's no such thing as global climate change, you are a moron. And I don't care if you think I'm rude. If you're going to tell me to shut up, that's you being cancel culture. Damn hypocrite. Oh, I'm fed up of hearing it. I'm fed up of hearing your fucking lies. And the bullshit about believing in lies. Now, I can understand if people are just mistaken. But when they're proven to be wrong, and not just, you know, in a small way, but properly proven to be wrong, and they just stick by their guns, that's not having dignity for yourself. That's embarrassing yourself. That's all that is. You're not doing yourself any good. But you're going to carry on perpetuating the lies anyway. Because it suits you to believe in something like that. You know, people on the left are the ones that are called revolutionaries. And thinking ideas that other people don't want to think, but more often than not, these are ideas that you know are born out of necessity, not out of not out of hatred. Sometimes it's just out of hatred, but it's more out of necessity and reaction, necessity through reaction, rather than getting offended. I mean, like I said, there are people on the right that get offended and go on the rant, but the people on the right that complain about wokeness are just as bad as the people they complain about. And I will say there is some credit to what they're complaining to the people they complained about, because the people that are actually woke are morons. They are just as extremist, just as stupidly absolutist as those idiots proponing the bullshit on the other side. Because of the absolutism, which is becoming endemic in our politics and culture and public conversations, there's no middle ground. It's one stream or the other. Or even if it's not an extreme, it's one idea or the other. There can't be any compromise. Well, don't be stupid. Like I said, natural history, Earth's natural history proves global climate change. And if you're going to argue with it, you're going to be called a fucking idiot by me and anyone else who is as upfront as me to call people out on this bullshit. You're a moron. Look into my eye. You are a fucking moron. Repeat that to yourself. I'm a moron because I believe that global climate change doesn't exist, because I believe the fucking liar. And then refused to believe the experts over a liar. You are morons. You are fucking idiots. And I am unapologetically calling you fucking idiots because you are denying factual evidence. Not some unobjective truth, sorry. You know how everyone has their own truth? These are facts. So how about you fuck off with your stupid opinions? And if you're going to form opinions, form them on actual facts. This is where the right are more wrong than the left. Not to say that the left don't get things wrong, because I have plenty of things to pick on. But when it comes to picking fights over stupid bollocks, that's the responsibility of the right. Because they cannot fucking help themselves. Global climate change is provable by current science, and it's science that deals with, with what's going on right now, and with historical and prehistorical science. Science, not opinions. Not believing liars, believing experts. Don't be fucking stupid. Yes, this is a rant, because I've had enough. There is too much stupidity, and not enough people are calling it out because they're too afraid to. Fuck off. I'm afraid of offending them. No, bollocks. If the right one thinks it can go around offending people, then they can take it. This is the kind of reaction anyone who believes a lie to be fact will get. Anyone who tries to defend that without actually doing diligent research will get this treatment. Because you are fucking idiots. Or downright fucking lazy. Now, I sound arrogant. I must come across as arrogant. But this really is fucking pissing me off. These are actual facts, and people are defending liars against actual experts, actual scientists. This is where we are now. We need to exercise on a societal level just a little bit more actual critical thinking. How about that? How about we come off of this high fucking horse of absolutism and we try to compromise with people? I try to understand this view of there's no such thing as climate change, but when the evidence state that they are fundamentally wrong, and then they will continue to try to defend themselves, I will, again, I reiterate, I will continue to call you a fucking idiot and a moron. That is willful ignorance, which is worse than not knowing about it in the first place. You had the opportunity to do proper research and you didn't. You went and researched it through an echo chamber. I did not. I went through the scientific route. Not taking all my shit, all my evidence from people on the left. Because that people is called bias research. Quite often leads you to wrong conclusions. So how about we learn? How about we use more critical thinking? How about we stop being so fucking retardedly stupid? It's not an opinion. If your opinion is that global climate change doesn't exist, yes, that is an opinion. But to say that global climate change is happening, it's not opinion, it's a fucking fact. So enough is a fucking enough. To quote the new movement. Just another aspect of enough is enough. Enough of the fucking idiocy and willful ignorance. Because they want to believe in something more fucking comforting. How about How about a little bit of TCHT? Ooh, this really riles me up. My other videos won't be quite so bad, but it's like people who say that dinosaurs never existed. They're fucking flying around now! Again, there is evidence to prove this. Factual, non-biased evidence. We're not talking about dinosaurs here. We talk about prehistory. We're talking about Earth's history. Now, the evidence that Earth has been in several different states, the evidence. You know, snowball Earth. Volcano fucking landscape Earth. Almost water world Earth. Lush tropical rainforest Earth. And now the temperate fucking Earth we have now. I wonder what it's going to look like next. I personally am curious about the subject. I would love... It's one of those things. On this aspect, in this context, I would love to be immortal. Because I would love to see... because of my own scientific curiosity, I would love to see the lifetime of the Earth. To see how our planet evolves going forward. That's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see how life continues to evolve. How we continue to evolve. But I'm pretty sure evolving doesn't mean to go fucking backward. This is enough for me on my rant for the minute on global warming. No, from a pagan perspective, from my individual pagan perspective, you know, we're causing damage to, you know, excessive damage to our own land. Over-intensive farming doesn't help. But then, at the same time, we've got a problem with farming right now, so I'm not sure how to judge that. You know, the pollutants we stick into our waters. The inactivity around, you know, re-insulating homes. There's still hesitancy over green tech, despite the proven viability of it. This is an argument for moving away from 19th and 20th century thinking. We need to find a new way to think. Or just get rid of, or get out of the bad habits from the last 200 years. 220 odd years. Because we're not progressing in a way we could be, because we're holding on to things, to grudges half the time, that have become societal norms. Let's move away from that, shall we? We're not in the 19th and 20th century anymore. Let's fucking do away with that bullcrap. Again, this isn't a proponent against religion, by the way. We need to stop denying scientific facts. Because the facts don't change, just the way we view them. So, let's see. Global climate change is a thing. How we deal with it is what we'll see about. But if people are going to continue to deny that it's actually a thing, then the more reason there is for people who don't want to act to continue to argue for inaction. Which is fucking stupid. Enough of my rant. I hope everyone has a good day. Down here in the southwest it's going to be rather warm. I hope everyone stays hydrated and stays well. Bless us, say.